This is a blink. And so is this, and this, and this. The white part of the eyeball is called the sclera. Think of the sclera as your eyeball's outer coat. This is the cornea, a transparent dome. Behind the cornea are the iris, the pupil, and the anterior chamber. The eyelid protects the front part of the eye and helps keep the eye clean and moist by opening and shutting several times a minute. This is called blinking. A small insignificant blink lasts for approximately 0.15 of a second, and an average person blinks around 15 times a minute. This gives us 900 times an hour, which is a total of 135 seconds. 135 seconds times 24 hours is 3,240 seconds in a day, and into 365 days gives us 1,182,600 seconds, which is 19,710 minutes, which is 13.6875 days in a year. 13.6875 days times 75 years, the average lifespan of a person gives us 1,026.75 days, which is 2.813. Phew, nearly 3 full years of our lives spent blinking. But wait, there's more. We sleep for about 8 hours per day, 121.6 days a year, and 25 years in a normal 75-year span. As if blinking weren't enough. We spend approximately 28 years of our lives in complete and utter, unknowing darkness, ignorance, and in loss.
Claire?
George,
Yes.
please have a seat.
God, you look just like her.
It must be strange for you, huh, after all these years? It is for me. The last thing she said was to find you. And to tell you that you were right. Beautiful and tough, huh? Do you remember her? How do you remember her?
Do I remember her? I knew that she liked tea over coffee. She loved Thursdays. She preferred lavenders over roses. I knew that she slept on her stomach, that she loved chilies and grandmothers and Neruda's poetry. She loved to tickle me and walk barefoot. And I knew that she would never be mine. Her name was Estella. She moved into my neighborhood when I was 12. Shy and removed, we quickly became friends and stayed that way for about 10 years. Memory is a tricky thing, and I have learnt we rely on it, even in spite of its treachery. It's all we have, and what's worse, it's all we need. It creates, it destroys, it distorts. can see her reading. Wait, she didn't start smoking until the year after. Yes, that's more like it. Beautiful. The sun rays hit her just right. One shade the more, one ray the less, would have half impaired the nameless grace. She introduced Byron to me. She said that she wanted to become a writer, not to change the world or anything lofty like that, but because she wanted to work from home. That always cracked me up. Her ability to oversimplify things. She was effervescent. She was confused. She was aloof. She was being herself. She had so many stories to tell, of places she would love to visit, of people she would love to know, of this and that and everything. But at times, you couldn't get her to speak a word. Come to think of it, she didn't speak that much with other people, just the ones she knew well. She was like those who people think mysterious and charmed, but after getting to know them, are at risk of being let down. I once found her totally drunk and lying wasted on a street corner. She told me that she was drugged, but I knew better.
Stop. Okay. So listen to this.
Tonight I can write the saddest lines. I love
Write,
her.
for example,
And
the night is
sometimes
starry
she loved
and
me
the stars
too.
are blue and shiver in the distance.
We often joked that if by the age of 35 we were still single, we'd get married, live in the mountains, and have a daughter named Claire. Claire. Her eyes were so black it made me shudder and had a look of uncertainty that made it strangely captivating. Her lips so full, so red, the way her hair fell over her eyes, the way she said no with a twitch. Everything looked good. I was young. I was 22 or 23. I was her best friend. And I was falling in love with her. But all good things end, and she told me she was leaving for college. Not to the next city or state, but a different country. Gonna get culture or something.
Heads, 16 times in a row. 17. 18. What are the chances of that, huh? 19. 20. So? Heads. 21. 22.
Okay, get it.
I had to tell her. I had to. It would be such a waste if she didn't know. I told her how I loved her, liked her, adored her, cherished her. But she said that we were friends, special ones, and that was not worth risking. And I answered as I walked away that a man and a woman can never be just friends. 30 years. 30 years, and we never spoke again. Now, after all these years, she said that I was right. That a man and a woman, if only. Am I missing out any details? There are so many memories, good, sad, colourful, dull, scenic ones and grey ones, memories that come racing back in the middle of the night, memories that taunt me when I see newlyweds, memories that remind me of what could have been as I spend Christmas after Christmas alone. Do I remember her well? Do I remember her well? Do I remember what I should remember? No. Maybe I blinked too much.